Good morning, grand risings to you guys. Salutations. Hello. What up, though? Whatever you guys say in the morning, I am making some breakfast. As you can see, I'm trying to whisper because my kids, everybody, like in the house asleep, which is great. Okay, that's one thing I love about the weekend is that I could sleep 30 to hour and a half to 2 hours late, or even laying there, right, to get a little extra, R&R, and then I can get up early, maybe do a little workout or catch up on my deep cleaning. As you can hear, I'm doing some laundry in the background, right? Today, the kids are going to have some skillet fried potatoes and onions. It's very simple. Some people will call it smothered onions, smothered potatoes, depending on where you come from. Sometimes it's just fried onions and potatoes, or it's like a little gravy there. Okay, so I can't have none, but the kids are definitely going to enjoy this. So I have two different types of potatoes. I have the old school rustic potatoes, about 4 of those, right? And then I have some of these red skin potatoes that I'm going to chop up to make different type of textures and different shapes for the kids to make it fun for them. And I have a pot here of olive oil going. Okay, we got a little olive oil going on the pot right there. And for the kids who don't want any potatoes, onions, I have a little bit of rice, and they can have a little boiled egg. Okay. All right, that's what we have. Okay, it's very easy. You just get you some nice onions and stuff like that here. I'll give them a good chop. Hope that you guys are having a good day. You can chop these. You can mince them. You can chop them bigger. Okay, I'm just gonna chop them kind of like this because some of the kids act funny with the onion, but it's actually quite delicious. Okay, once they start eating it, they'll be fine. Now, what am I seasoning this with? Very easy peasy. You can just use salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder. That's it. Okay. Now I am going to put a little ginger, a little bit of garlic into the oil. I love the taste of ginger, and I know my kids love it as well. It adds a nice spice to it, and it's anti-inflammatory. So we're going to throw these. Let me get one of those things, y'all, where y'all can see what I'm doing. We're going to throw these onions right on up in that pot. Hit it sizzle. So delicious. So when you're getting your oil spiced, you want to use aromatics, things like onion, things like garlic, things like ginger. I love this. Ginger. Okay, you want to use things like this when you are, got a little bit of garlic too. Okay, I mean, I could cut it up myself, but like I told you, I want to do a little yoga, get a little me time, you know what I'm saying? And I got to get into these clothes today. You know how it is. While I'm making my smoothie. Let me grab a spoon, y'all. Okay, so I'm just going to spoon a little bit of this ginger. We turn it this way and see if you guys can see what I'm working with. Okay. We're going to take it like a half a teaspoon of that ginger. Maybe I want to turn this flavor down just a little bit. I like to do that to get the pot nice and hot. Okay, and then we're also going to take some of this garlic as well. Now, you don't want it to burn, which is why you want to turn it down. Just to have a teaspoon of garlic. Just a little bit. Okay, and it's starting to smell good already. Let those onions sweat. Turn that down just a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? See it popping. Hopefully I don't pop myself. Remember, you can save these skins and all of your produce to make your what? Compost. Okay? Or not. All right. We're just getting this cut up, getting it peeled. And they're going to have them some skillet fried potatoes. And they can have this with a little ketchup. Or some of the kids, like I said, they can just eat it with whatever type of little sauce they like, or eat it plain. You can also make this with eggs. You can crack a few eggs and throw that on top to make like a skillet little meal for them. This is always more satisfying than going to a restaurant. Now, I do like to eat at restaurants, you know, every now and then, but nothing like some home cooking, you know what I'm saying? You see, I'm just getting these onions roughly chopped, okay? Roughly chopping them, and we're just throwing them up in there. Alright. Now let's go ahead and cut up some of these potatoes. Cut them up to how big or thick you want them. You can even use the little grating thing. Use that too. I'm going to cut them like in halves for the kids. And I like to let mine fry and then simmer. You know what I'm saying? So be sure to start adding those potatoes up in there, so we can start getting some of that wonderful infused garlic, ginger, onion, oil, olive oil on it. I'm going to put some seasoning on it in just a second, because I like to let my aromatics do what they do. You'd be surprised, nature already provides all of the seasoning we need. And we want our potatoes to taste like potatoes. We want our onions to taste like onions. We don't want to get our family's palates and ourselves palates so used to having all of these heavy MSG salts, and even if it's just regular salts where they don't know what a regular potato tastes like. Okay, so remember, seasoning is supposed to enhance the flavor, not overpower it. Okay. I like to slowly but surely just add them in. Add and stir. Add and stir. Something almost therapeutic about it, you know what I mean? I'll give you guys a view in just a second, okay? And I'm cutting up this last red skin potato here. The thing I like about red skin potatoes is that they have a little bit more of like a creamy, smooth. They don't have much as that starch, you know, starchy type of feel to them. Here, they even squealing over here. You hear the potato? Squealing. Okay, we want to eat things that were, you know, alive type of foods, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a nice little view here. We're going to season it up, and then that'll be the end of this video, okay? Because I got to do a lot of cleaning. See? It doesn't do it justice too much. You see? All right, this nice big old pot. This old school, okay? My mom used to make these for us. Old school, all right? Just a little olive oil, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get us some seasonings. I like to use different type of seasoning. My kids don't like it. So I'm just going to use some of this ionized sea salt here, just a little bit. They can put whatever, again, ketchup or whatever they want. Just a little bit. There you go. Just like nice little dance. Let it dance on the potatoes. That's it. I don't use too much because I let the kids kind of season the stuff themselves. And a little bit of pepper. You'd be surprised what a little salt and pepper will do. It'll go a long way. I'm trying to get it open, y'all. Okay? Remember, I told you I got a phone. Okay? I don't have it set up like that. And then just a little bit of pepper. Alright. Hopefully that's satisfying for you to hear the sound of that food there. Okay, you know what? I lied. Let me put a little bit of this. Just a little. You have to add a little spice to it. The kids don't have to know. Okay? Just a little bit. Some people will even season this with a little bouillon. I don't have any more. But you can get like the bouillon. Okay? And the one I have is the vegan bouillon. Like chicken. It's not the regular, like real bouillon. So the kids probably don't like it. See? Here we go. Get that a good stir. I'm going to put the top on it and kind of just let it simmer and let it fry towards the end, okay? So as you can see, those, let me try to see if I can grab some up. These onions here are almost turning like translucent. Okay? That's what you want. Just to go ahead and infuse all of that goodness, okay, inside of the oil. So we have olive oil, which is super good for you. We have the ginger, the garlic, and the onion, which is anti-inflammatory and super good for your immune system, especially this time of the year. And then we have the potatoes for your complex carbohydrate, okay? You have simple carbohydrate, sugars, and all of that bad stuff that us big girls, you know, they call it the big backs like to eat sometime. Or you got this right here, okay? You can even do this with sweet potatoes if you want to go for a sweet, you know, savory type of dish. And that's it. Put the top on it. It's done. That is skillet onion and potatoes, or smothered onion and potatoes, depending on where you're from, for breakfast. You guys have a wonderful day. Much appreciation and gratitude unto you. And I will give you a little curtsy today. So I got my little skirt on. Boom. All right, we are in the kitchen and we got to do some cleaning. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace.